Welcome to Policy on Demand. I'm Gretchen Kruskol. We're going to speak today about the new frontier for transfer pricing issues in scalable and data-driven business models. We are speaking from the Global Transfer Pricing, Customs, and Indirect Conference in Prague. Joining me today is Gary Peters, a new partner in PwC's Transfer Pricing and Customs practice based in Detroit. Gary, it's great to see you.
It's great to see you too, Gretchen.
So Gary, you've spent many years in the tech industry before joining PwC. From that perspective, how are you seeing these digital operating models shift traditional transfer pricing methods?
What's really striking, Gretchen, is these digital businesses really blur the traditional boundaries of value creation. So in tech, value isn't tied to products or physical locations. It's more about data, user engagement, and operating models that scale overnight. That makes it really hard to apply the traditional transfer pricing models to these new models. But the real challenge just remains: how do you understand how the business creates value and capture it?
Governments today are starting to rethink how they're taxing digital value creation. We've seen the OECD introduce Pillar 1, Pillar 2, and we've seen local governments issue digital services taxes. How are these policy shifts changing the transfer pricing landscape today?
Well, we're in a period of enormous change. Pillar 1 and Pillar 2 are reframing where profits and tax are going to be allocated. But there's still a lot of uncertainty as far as how that's all going to play out. At the same time, you have governments taking broader policy actions around tariffs, economic incentives, and just broad industrial policy. Many of these countries are also layering on digital service taxes as well. The end result is just greater complexity and overlap between tax, trade, and transfer pricing.
When you think of these large tech multinationals, what are some of the toughest transfer pricing issues that they're grappling with today?
I would say intangibles remain the center of gravity. Algorithms, software brands, they continuously evolve. And applying the DEMPI framework requires pinpointing who performs what and where. That really demands a granular understanding of your business and how it operates, and more than just looking at an org chart. Further, just alignment across jurisdictions is really important. Tax authorities are sharing information more than ever, so to the extent you have inconsistencies, that will probably give rise to disputes.
As companies adapt, what do you think a successful transfer pricing strategy looks like in this environment?
A strong strategy just starts with knowing your business end to end, how value is generated, who controls development, and where the risk sits. From there, it's aligning those transfer pricing policies with how the business operates. Companies that plan ahead and are out in front are much better positioned to manage compliance and defend their positions with clarity and evidence.
When you look ahead, Gary, if you had to pick one trend or development that will define the transfer pricing future for digital business models, what would that trend or development be?
I think everyone says this, but I'll go ahead and say it. I think AI is going to be that trend that is going to make transfer pricing ever more complex. I think you're going to also see market countries trying to come up with interesting ideas to ascribe more profit to their jurisdiction, whether that be for looking at these large data center infrastructure investments in countries, or even looking at user-created data. So I think that's going to be the large trend going forward for the next 1 to 3 years.
Gary, this has been great. Thank you so much for sharing your experiences.
Thank you, Gretchen. It was a pleasure to be here.
Look for more transfer pricing and customs interviews from this conference under the Transfer Pricing channel on the Policy on Demand website. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.